Hi and welcome back. Today we're still going to work on typography, or also known as doodling of words or letters. So what we had done before was we worked on just having a word and drawing it out in whatever that word was. So the word sand, I drew it out like sand. The word mud, I made it look like mud. The word rough, I was giving it the rough effects. And then you could even go into fun things like a castle, make it look like castle. Monster, I was making it look like it had monster parts, or it was little tiny monsters. Pirate was giving it the whole theme of a pirate and all the things that pirates have. And what we're doing now is you're going to have a subject that you can choose some type of object that it is, and not just a logo like an actual object. So what it is you're going to draw out that and then put all the words that would be associated with that object. So here I have done a piece of birthday cake, and then you can see how I've made it look like different types of frosting. You can do the flavors of the cake I've done. Pineapple upside down cake, I wrote it upside down with the colors that would be known as. And then did like yellow cake, there's chocolate cake, and then there's the layered and marble cake. Sprinkles on it. I did little candles, and the word yummy and baked and party, and then the frosting, I was making it look a little bit 3D there. And then I put sprinkles all through the back and the background. This one I did do watercolor, but for the assignment I was just going to have you guys start off using colored pencil. Here's another one that I started but never finished painting the rest of the way, but it was the word apple, and I was using all the different types of words that are associated with apple. So the different types of apples, things that apples are used for, and then the parts of the apple. So you can see I was also making them the colors that they would. So a red apple is red, a Granny Smith apple, I was making it that nice green, like lemony yellow kind of for the yellow apple. Pink lady, I spent a little bit of pink there. The delicious, I was trying to make it the color of delicious. Empire, that like goldeny yellow color that it has through the bright warmish red. And then even the seed. So I'm stretching the words out to fit this. Cider, the color of apple cider. And then you can even see on the word for stem, I was making it the shape of the stem. The leaf, I wrote leaf, but I also wrote because apple is a fruit, I put that there. So you're not just writing simple one-line letters. You're making them say even 3D like what I had done with this one. And I have started a couple of others just to show you. So here is some cherries that I started. So you can see the word stemmican, the word pie and wild cherries, blossom tree, tart, and then some of the other things that's put with it, what color, what kind of taste do they have, and then I would color on that and color the background. But I drew all these out in pencil first before I started doing the Sharpie detail of them. Here's another fun one, was a banana split. So I have the word banana and sweet and chocolate and ice cream because I squished it in there. Strawberries, I was giving them the little tops of what strawberries have. And then the dish part, so I put dish on it, sauce, and I was drawing all the little fun fruits that go on top of it a lot of times. Of course, you need some vanilla, ice cream, fudge. And then the sprinkles, I drew them out like little tiny sprinkles. Scoops, I was making them big, round, kind of like a scoop would be. And then the cream and whipped, so it'd be whipped cream, cherry on top, of course, so I made it the shape of a cherry. Then stretched those letters to fill that circle area that the cherry would have been drawn, and then the stem. And I have one more in my sketchbook here that I started. And this one, I just have it all out in pencil first. So what I had done was I brainstormed on another piece of paper words that are associated with a sewing machine, draw the sewing machine out, and then I started fitting those words in. So where a needle would be, I put the word needle, the word eye, and foot, because that's where the foot for the petals are of that. And then some type of fabrics, if you want to name the different types of fabrics. Then quilts, and the thread of spool thread is what I had even put up there at the top. zigzags, symbols, pins, stitches, sizing, edging, patchwork, pockets, and I was going to make it look like little pockets. The word pants, I was thinking of making it kind of in the shape of pants. I had the word dress, so I was going to somehow tilt the words and letters different ways if you needed to make that look like a dress. A buttonhole, I was thinking of like buttons or something. And border or embroidery, like I was thinking like the thick stitching that it is. So through all this, fit your words into where it would be on that and start stretching them out. Like this is a circle one, so I was stretching the word stitches out because this would be where you would change, I believe, for the stitching and everything. So I have step by step here for my other sample that I have. And just like I said before, draw out the basic outline of your shape. Do not do it in Sharpie. I only did it in Sharpie so you can see it's easier. Make it fill your 12 by 18 piece of paper. It could be a vertical design or a horizontal. Then think of, because it can't just be floating in space, I have my little alligator on some land and I was going to include water down here. I have here just a little post-it note. I started writing out words so I could sketch in placement of everything. And you need at least 15 or more words that are associated. So I needed alligator. So I have alligator, gator, swamp, teeth, snout, jaws, grip, dormant, burrow, eggs, green. And I'm thinking, okay, on all these, how am I going to make the different types of lettering? So this is where on step 2, we start planning everything out. And once again, don't do this in ink. Do everything in pencil because you would be erasing it. I just did it so you could see. So I have muscular, they're a predator, grip towards there, the snout towards the snout, the jaws and teeth towards that area of the object. Scaly, some eggs, swamp, marsh, swimmer. Then even in the water, I was making it something. So I just put like alligator and gators and wetlands and the different things that would do it. So you're going to write out the words, stretch them out and start getting started. And then that's when you can start tracing around them to get your fancy fonts going. So that is what I have for this step right here. So you can see how I still have some pencil lines in there that need erased, but this way I'm getting the placement of everything once I drew it out in pencil. Now I will erase it all, and then I would start coloring it with colored pencil. And then here is our final one. So you can see how I have filled up the water because it's kind of like a mossy water is basically where they are, so that I was making it not look like bright blue water. I was putting some greens even in the water itself, a little bit of brown, so it was fitting for that area. And then the wetland fonts I was changing up, and I'll zoom in here so you can see the different fonts that I've done for this. And this is just the part in the water. And then here is the alligator's snout. And you can see how I've made that just a little bit 3D. Still gave it its teeth. You could somehow fit the words into the teeth if you wanted to. And notice how the letters could be bubble style, they could be block, they could be a combo of it, they could be cursive. Put different values and colors in it. The eggs, I still was giving it kind of a greenish brown, but that egg color too. But notice there is no black outline on this object at all. Do not put a black outline on this. So when you saw my very first one, you were seeing that I had drawn this with the Sharpie. That's why I'm saying do not do this in Sharpie, because you don't want the Sharpie outline at the end, because you want it just to be the shape of that whatever object, and mine is an alligator. So thank you for watching, and keep creating and enjoy doing this project. Thank you.